On this piece of pot here, we have a very fragile joint. In fact, these two pieces of pot, although they're in the correct position, do not touch each other. And it's a rather important joint to solidify all this side of the pot. So what I'm going to do is to mix up a small amount of epoxy putty, which I'm going to bridge that joint with. This epoxy putty has a hardener, which is the light color, which runs down the center, and it's actually made for restoring furniture. So I'm going to cut just a small piece off. We only need a very small piece. And so I have the epoxy putty, the putty on the outside, and the hardener in the middle. So I'm just going to knead the two of those together until they're just one color, until the hardener's mixed. It takes about 10 minutes to set once it's all mixed together in a uniform color. There we go, it's all blending into a very light tan or buff color. So I'm just going to take a small part of that and take that across to the broken pot that we're going to join. And then, as I mentioned, these two pieces are not attached together. There's a gap about 3-4 millimeters. And if it's left like that, they're going to get broken as I handle the pot and we reassemble it all later. So I'm going to take this small piece of putty and push it gently into the joint. It's obviously not the right color, so later on I'm going to, when I finished all the plaster work, I'm going to paint it. So all I've done is try and push it below the level of the surface so I can cover it with plaster later. So it's just a little bridging joint in there that will be very, very strong when it's finished. And just to make sure the two pieces stay in alignment, I'm going to put a little tiny clip on there, and it will just allow it all to set. It will take about 10 minutes.